Alright, hello there everybody. Sorry about the weird intro, I'm not exactly sure on where and how Elgato, starts actually truly recording, so, intro now, I guess. Hello there everybody. My name is TurdMonkey1497, and welcome to my next Let's Play, which is going to be Ape Escape 2. This is not going to be the only Let's Play I'm going to be doing, currently. I will be eventually doing Ghost of Sparta. I'm probably just going to upload probably episode 1 of Ape Escape 2 first, and then like the first episode of Ghost of Sparta pretty much, well, I'm going to record it after this at some point, I don't know. But either way, I promised to do start two Let's Plays at the end of the year, and this is one of them. If you are new to my channel, then hello, welcome. I say a lot of weird things, I do a lot of weird things, and I like to play games. I don't know any other better way to describe myself besides that. It's been a bit since I've actually, I guess, done a Let's Play. I mean, technically I did Monaco Heroes Game Boy. Like, not that long ago. But it still feels like it's been a while. It's at least been a couple of weeks or so. And this has been one of the ones I wanted to do for a while. Considering the fact that after I've finished going through Ape Escape 1, you know, I kind of wanted to jump straight into Ape Escape 2 because, in my opinion, I feel that Ape Escape 2 is potentially the best of the main three. However, I haven't really played 3 much. I've only ever just beat 3. I never 100% it, so I haven't really played it like enough to say which one's the best. Also, I'm going to be playing this on PS4 for multiple reasons. First reason is I would theoretically play this on the 5, but for some reason that thing has issues where the game has some shitty frame rate problems and just strange, like, graphical glitches that go on. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but just problems out the ass. And then the reason why I'm not playing on a PS2 is because I'm afraid of my PS2. It has trouble starting up games sometimes. It takes a bit to kind of get it to go. But that's not the full extent of what I'm afraid of. My PS2 tends to kind of overheat, and I'm afraid of it just, like, in mid-recording or even mid, you know, middle of the game without saving or something, just explodes. And not really explodes, but, you know, pretty much just crashes the game and then everything's just gone. Also, I don't think I've seen these cutscenes in, like, forever. Or probably even ever, to be honest with you. I tend to not really care much about, you know, cutscenes in, like, collectathon games. I just kind of want to get to the part where we actually do the action and have some fun. And that's what this game is. It's a collectathon. So, does that mean I'm going to be 100%ing it? Because, you know, that's what collectathons are all about, right? Well, there's no guarantee. And that's something I wanted to talk about as well, is there might not necessarily be a 100% run for this. It's not because I don't really want to. I mean, I both do and I don't. It's just more so that it would take a while, and this is, and I assume that most people who probably are watching this understand how Ape Escape 2 is. Normally, this is a relatively lengthy collectathon. I wouldn't say like, I wouldn't say like Banjo-Kazooie length, but like it's got some length to it, you know. I didn't 100% Monaco Heroes either, so Monaco Heroes Game Boy version, I mean. So it's possible I might do it, it's possible I might not. It might be one of those where I just come back to and then 100%. So who really knows? I just kind of want to play it. Right now, my brain is telling me like, oh yeah, definitely want to 100% this. But the thing that's killing me from wanting to do it, besides it being kind of a bit lengthy to 100%, not like, again, not like super long. I'd probably argue it'd probably take you about as long as maybe like Mario 64 would. Maybe. Give or take. Maybe a little bit longer than that, but that's probably just because I suck. My skills are just not that good. But whatever the case, we're not doing gadget training. I'm just playing the game, man. I don't care. I don't want to show off everything. If you want to go see an actual, like, true-to-life showcase of what an Ape Escape 2 Let's Play should be, this is definitely not the one that I would recommend. This is just more so me playing the game. I'll show the cutscenes at the very least, But other than that, I'm just probably not going to bother too much. Actually, come to think of it, if we want to get the true final ending, we have to 100% the game. That sucks. Well, fuck me then. Alright. Again, it may happen, it may not. I don't know, we'll see. But if getting the ending is a thing that I need to do, or getting 100% to get the true ending is a thing I need to do, there's the potential chance that that might actually end up happening. Also, as you can probably no doubt tell, I'm kind of playing this at a much slower pace than I probably would be playing normally. Although I don't think anybody's actually really seen me play Escape 2 before. We did try to do a race. Me and my friend tried to do a race a while back, but we kind of got tired of playing it, so at least I did. And that happens. But, you know, okay, so since this is a Let's Play, I probably should technically explain things that are happening, even though I just kind of want to play, but I can explain a few things, especially for those that are not kind of used to, you know, Ape Escape yet. So pretty much the whole point of Ape Escape is to catch, you know, well, apes. I mean, because they're not really monkeys because they don't have tails. So they're technically considered apes. But the whole idea is you have certain equipment that allows you to, like, you know, find, catch, and beat up apes. Sometimes I'll call them monkeys. It's just an accident. I'm not going to show off the training shit. Just, who cares? It's also, yeah, okay, so back to the game. It's, you know, it's your relatively run-of-the-mill platformer, you know, where you have an environment that you're in, you collect things, and think of the apes more so like, again, with, you know, Mario 64. Think of it like kind of collecting stars, except instead of going back to the overworld that you came from, you instead just stay there and have to collect a certain amount. At least you have to collect a certain amount in order to progress through the story. Which, you know, from there on the bottom right, you can see, you know, obviously it says left to catch. Pretty much meaning that, yeah, that's pretty much all the monkeys you have to catch in order to progress story. And then usually every level has at least one, maybe even like a ton more monkeys to collect. Right now we only have like a few gadgets on hand. We have like the baton stick thing, which pretty much just knocks the apes on their head and kind of stuns them for a bit to allow you to catch them with the net. And that's, of course, you know, you can tell from the gameplay alone that that's kind of what you're supposed to do, is use that to catch them. Which is funny because Ash, the voice of Ash Ketchum, wasn't that Tara Strong, I think? I don't know, I don't remember. But whatever. The voice of Ash from Pokemon is actually also the voice of Jimmy in, I think, the PS2 version of this game. Because I think there are different voices. It's either that or it's this version, but I think it's most likely the PS2 one. Real quick, let me see something here. Okay, so we got the monkey sonar. So the monkey sonar pretty much just allows you to kind of like find them, you know, the apes. Sometimes they call them monkeys too, but yeah, pretty much just allows you to kind of just find out where they're gonna be. I'm really bad at explaining things. I'm really terrible at explaining things. It's more so like I'm just playing the game for fun, and that's pretty much it. So I probably won't go into too much detail. Most of everything is kind of relatively obvious, like once you get a hold of it. Ape Escape is not what I would consider anything too complex. It's nowhere near... I would even say it's probably nowhere even near like the complexity of, say... And this might be going a little too far. I don't know. I would say this is definitely a lot more simpler than, you know, say Mario Sunshine, for example, which... As it stands, like Mario Sunshine, you know, is your relatively run-of-the-mill, you know, platformer where you go and collect, you know, shine sprites and stuff, but the complexity kind of comes from FLUDD itself. And I feel like the gadgets in this game don't really amount to... No, you know what? I'll take that back. FLUDD's not that complex. What the hell am I saying? I was thinking about it too. I'm like, all it's got is like the turbo. It's got turbo. It's got like just hover. It's got the spray. I mean, technically speaking, the gadgets in this game are probably more, maybe slightly more. You know what? Fucking who cares? It's a simple platformer. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's a good game. I'm not saying like who gives a shit toward it being a platform. I'm saying like who gives a shit as in like who cares about my last explanations. This is not off to a good start, but at the very least you can watch me play the game and maybe turn off the volume so you don't have to listen to me talk the entire time and poorly explain things. But this is what I usually do whenever it comes to like a new Let's Play, is I'm trying too hard to just kind of talk about almost everything that you can possibly do. And it's just so much shit, and I can't keep up with it. I thought his name was Jimmy. Maybe his name is Jimmy in 3. I don't know. Because I know Spike's in the first game. So now we got the hover hoop, or whatever. We got the hula hoop thing. It does kind of suck that you have to equip items. You do have to kind of equip them. You can go to your select menu here and equip them that way. Oops. And then this basically just allows you to chase like speed monkeys, which speed monkeys are just pretty much the blue pants. And yeah, pants determine the type of ape you're going to deal with. Sometimes these little buggers like to jump away from your net and actually escape you. The good thing about the hula hoop thing, though, is, we'll just call it the hoop, I guess, is you can use it to run into not only just, you know, enemies, but monkeys, and then essentially use it as like a stun baton, kind of. Also, something else about Ape Escape 2 in comparison to Ape Escape 1 is there are actual like secret monkeys that you cannot just find without a certain device. I mean, technically speaking, like, yeah, the sonar thing would be used to find secret monkeys back then, but now it's more so that you have to actually get a upgrade later on that will allow you to actually find those. And then even if you do happen to find where that said monkey is going to be at, well, you got to have the right equipment in order to catch him anyway. Spoiler alert, you're going to need the boxing glove, which is going to be a late game item. Also, I forgot to explain this, but yeah, cookies are your health, so there's that. But yeah, right in here, right in this Coliseum, if you come to the right, I don't know if we can get it or not. We might need the hover for this. No, okay, we just go this way. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, if you come straight to this right section here, and you fall down here, there's a monkey. No, we can't do that right now, I guess. Well, anyway, there's a monkey to the right in that wall area that you can break. And I think you're going to have to... I'm pretty sure that's one of those ones where you're going to need that boxing glove in order to get him. This is where we came in from. Something else about the hula hoop thing, though, is while you're running, you can kind of extend the length of your run if you just continuously use the analog stick. Which, by the way, this is one of those few games back then that truly used, you know, at least on the PS1, like really, really used the analog sticks pretty well. I think this might have been one of the things that, might have been one of the first games that really used it too, the dual analog sticks. Because I know Spyro, you know, and I think Crash 2 had dual analog, but Spyro was the one I think that kind of had use for it. Although, Spyro also, I think, came out around the time when it didn't have... Well, I mean, you could play without analog sticks, I guess I'm trying to say. Where you could use the R2 and L2 to kind of change the camera around that way. So Spyro was kind of built around the idea of both, I guess, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure Spyro allowed you to use analog sticks. Also, yes, I do know that, you know, these monkeys have very silly names, and I'm not going to go into it. I'm just here to catch monkeys, and that's about it. Monkey. Again, I'll probably call them monkeys just for the sake of it, because it just sounds like a better word. It just sounds more like a cutesy word for them anyway. At least in my opinion. Was this... No, the Coliseum I don't think was this way. Yes, it was. Okay. I think we could probably get to the other side. If I tried hard enough. We could probably get inside if I just actually tried to do that. It's kind of hard to do that, though. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, see, we can land over here now, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah, if I remember correctly, I think you can use this. Yeah, you're supposed to use this to get up. But, we haven't hit the button yet, so... And I don't exactly... There it is. Like I say, I don't remember exactly where it was, but... Usually I do the Coliseum section last. For this level. Like when I come back to 100% it. Yeah, some of the reason why I don't really want 100% for, at least not right now, is mainly because even though I think Ape Escape 2 is amazing, and I think it's got again, some of the best of the levels that the games do happen to offer. I do feel as if the levels themselves tend to just be kind of a bit ugly and annoying to go through. And the space one is the main one that kind of comes to mind. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think we only have like one more to catch, so if I just beat at the bull now, then I guess it'll be alright. I forget the name of the little monkey that is with you, but it pretty much allows you, he kind of like tells you like, hey, there's like a monkey near the area, or he'll kind of help you with a ledge that you can barely get on. So like if you're jumping toward a ledge and you're about to make it, then the little monkey will like, I forget its name, but it'll kind of, you know, hover in place for a few seconds. It's not something that I think you can do automatically. I think the game has to do it for you in order for that to work. Also boss stage, so here we go. We're gonna go beat up Blue Monkey now. Because you gotta beat up the Fierce Monkey 5 or whatever the fuck they were called. Look, I play the game for fun, so.
Well, kiddo, I gotta give you credit for making it this far. Ever heard of the Freaky Monkey 5?
Freaky Monkey 5, that's what it was. That was close.
Ordered me to stop you, so I'm afraid that's what I must do. Don't take it personally, kid. I'm doing this for all the little monkeys out there. Come on then.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're all British.
You're definitely not a coward, are you? Hey kid, don't you know that you've got to be careful at traffic lights? Let me give you a lesson in road safety. Come and get me.
Alright, so Blue Monkey is actually pretty easy. Oops. Well, right now we're supposed to do combat. Okay, well I fell off. Okay, never mind. Right now it's more combat. You can't catch him until after you've eventually finished him off. It's funny, I say he's easy as fuck, but then here I am just dying to him. But for the most part, you can kind of just stay on one platform the entire time, and he'll probably end up coming toward your way anyway. He's a bit pathetic in that regard. Okay, sometimes that's supposed to work, but I guess not right now. Whatever, game. So basically, he'll build himself up like a little tiny shield, and then you're supposed to like run into that shield. You can use hula hoop to do it. You can use your baton to do it. Whichever one. Of course, sometimes he doesn't pop up a shield, and you can just hit him automatically and be fine. Yeah, the idea here is to relatively use the hula hoop to your advantage. And something else that's kind of neat is the boss health tends to kind of be... the boss health bar tends to kind of show up from their... like, you know, their siren head, alarm heads. Alarm helmets or whatever. Because you can see it's got like one, maybe two more points of damage left, and then he's pretty much finished. And there you go, he's down. Yeah, luckily the damage on both items, both the baton and the hoop, they don't really change. They're about the same 1 point of damage as the other would be, so. I'm almost tempted to make these about 40 minutes long. Would you guys be alright with that? Would that really matter as much? I mean, as at first I was thinking like, what if I just do like a 20-minute video, but honestly, because of the way that it is, and how fast-paced like the main game is. And what I mean by main game is I mean just from beginning to end and not 100%. The pace of Ape Escape 2 is so fucking fast, and I love it for that. But then it starts to kind of slow down whenever you're going for 100%, so it makes it a bit more annoying because you're basically playing the game again. You're practically playing it like a full second time. And on top of that, if you're playing this on PS4, you know, or 5 or whatever, you're getting achievements. You have to pretty much beat the game. You gotta beat the game, I think, like, twice, technically. Like, you gotta beat it the first time, and then you gotta get the 100% final boss fight. So that basically means you gotta beat it twice, and then after that, you can unlock a Spike from the first game. Also, these little coin things, they don't exactly give you, like, a one-up. I think they were supposed to, but I don't know. They either do or they don't. Usually in a lot of games, like if you collect like 100 of whatever currency you collect 100 of, then you'll get like a life up. This game does have lives, not like it really matters. It's a PS2 platformer. Lives don't really matter as much as you think they would. I mean, the one platformer I can think of where lives do matter is probably Sly Cooper 1. And then they just took that shit out from like 2 and 3, so they just said, fuck with that. Also, there's nothing over there, so I'm not going to bother with that. And then here would be the Mona Lisa monkey. And then we have to come back with a gadget later to put out that fire. One thing I like is, maybe it's just, I don't know, a weird, like, since I grew up like Crash Bandicoot and stuff, and then I also like Ratchet and Clank a lot. I like the idea of having like a sort of quote-unquote backpack type thing. I mean, you don't really have a backpack on you, but you kind of have like a companion character. I don't know, what I'm trying to say is I like characters that have like either like platform characters that have like a backpack, or they have like a character that's with them. I'm not a big fan of like it being on my head, because like see right there, like I like it more on my back than my head. I think it looks better that way in my opinion, but yeah. Also, this game is fluid as fuck. Like the animations are so goddamn fluid. It's funny, I say I like partner characters, but it's mostly Ratchet and Clank that I actually prefer that for. And then Sly Cooper doesn't really actually, you know, carry his partners with him. I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Not like it really matters, I guess. Yeah, I kind of like seeing Clank on the back. I think it's pretty cool. Also, yes, you can sneak up on monkeys, but I never do because, I don't know, it just feels like a waste of time. I'm sure some Ape Escape professional speedrunner is probably going to tell me that, no, it's not, but I'm not here to speedrun, I'm here to play the game. I don't really care that much about the statistics or whatever, or, you know, any of that. I don't really care too much. But yeah, you see that right there, that's a little fun concept about this game, is if you collect, you know, a certain amount of stuff, as in like, you start collecting like 5 coins in a row, they grow into like big silver ones, which give you a lot more. And if you collect those, will turn into gold and give you like worth like 10. This just says Hazu right there. For those that are wondering what that says. To be honest, I'm not really sure what that exactly means though. I have to look that up. God damn it. And I fucking died to just a flailing monkey. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, sometimes the little monkey guy can give you like a free cookie if you die, which is pretty damn helpful. Just catch his ass. There we go. God damn, okay. I don't know what's going on with me, but my fucking head's been itchy for like the past week now. I don't know if I have lice or something or what. Or if it's just like a weird habit that I just all of a sudden just have now. Might just be like a weird tick I just all of a sudden got.
Welcome back, Hikaru.
Let me look some things up here. Have you learned to shut the fuck up yet? It is used when the things didn't turn out to be what you had expected. Apparently. That's... I guess that's apparently what this says. It's a word meaning something where it's like you didn't expect that to happen. So, judging by the fact that it was a grave, I would assume that that's probably the correct translation for how that works. So there you go. For that Hazu word. I should have probably had context as to what I was doing. But I never do. I never do explain anything in context ever. Also, chocolate chip cookies give you like full health, so there's that. Really nifty stuff. And yes, each cookie is about like half, or you take like half point of damage, like per cookie pretty much. These guys suck. These are like the, I don't know what you'd call them, but artillery monkeys, I guess you could say. Like the white-ish, grayish pants monkeys typically tend to be kind of more aggressive with weapons and stuff. Your yellow pants monkeys are typically the just regular old-fashioned monkeys. Nothing really special about them besides they just run away. Also, yes, you can hit the phone, and you'll basically just call, like, Dr. Gero, or whatever his name is. Dr. Light, Gero. Insert typical platform or other anime character, doctor here, guy, and there you go. That's pretty much what he is. There's a way to get over there, but eventually you'll have to come back to get that. That's for later. We can't do that right now. Something else I think is really cool about this game, animation-wise, is Hikaru has like a sort of like small sprint, where he kind of lunges like in the front, like he's clearly like trying to sprint forward, and then after that he kind of just lets it kind of hang back, and he just goes with the wind. It's pretty fucking cool. It's small animations like that that I enjoy a lot, and I think stuff like that's really cool. Luigi's Mansion 3 kind of did the same thing, where like after a while Luigi would start to sprint. I do kind of wish... Sometimes I kind of wish that the game would just have a sprint button. Not for Ape Escape, but for Luigi's Mansion 3. But I think it kind of works out for what it is. But yeah, those are timed based. So they'll start to go back to normal coin after a certain amount of time. So that's how that works. Alright, so now we get to pilot the mech here. It's got a few attacks it can do. Pretty much just like your basic... you know, baby rattle smack thing, which has spikes on it. And then you can, well, if you jump, then you lead the thing. If you press, I think it's R3? Yeah. So I don't think L3 does anything, but if you do that, you like a slight stomp thing to it. I could have sworn there was like a monkey in one of these, but I guess not. If you hold down the stick, you can... in a direction, you can kind of hold it down for a while. Also, I forgot to explain this, but yeah, the right analog stick is used for pretty much almost all of your gadgets. It's used for all of your weaponry and stuff like that, so pretty neat concept, and kind of sucks that we don't have much more Ape Escapes nowadays, because we could totally benefit from having like an Ape Escape 4, like an actual legit Ape Escape 4. Not some like Ape Academy thing, not a party game, you know, not an RPG, just straight up regular ass, run-of-the-mill, Ape Escape. What's also kind of funny is monkeys are my favorite animal, but yet I never actually ended up playing Ape Escape when I was a kid. I never rented it or nothing. Looking back on it, I probably should have, because I probably would have actually enjoyed it. I think one time, okay, maybe we didn't rent it, but it might have been played at a friend's house, but I remember playing Billy Hatcher like once. Sorry, this part just takes forever. I mean, technically this part was kind of, sort of optional-ish. Like, we didn't have to come here yet. But if you do want 100%, then yeah, you're gonna have to. Also, I feel like beating down the actual mini-bosses is probably gonna be beneficial, so that way I could just have this shit taken care of. You know, right at the bat. Also, I'm probably gonna die if I'm not careful. This guy is usually pretty easy because he just kind of gets swung back and then jumps right back to the middle, and then just you can hit him again. Oh fuck. No. That should be it. Sometimes it takes about 5 or 3 hits to kill a boss, and sometimes it takes about a few more than that. Usually for like the freaky monkeys, it's about 6 plus. But for like little mini bosses, you know, it can tend to be kind of like just 3 or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a 40-minute recording sessions for these. I might even do the same thing for God of War Ghost of Sparta, just to make my life a little less miserable. Real quick, I'm gonna show off the gachapon. So if you run over this thing, yeah, they call it a gacha box, as in like literally gotcha, not just gotcha, as in G-A-C-H-A. But, you know, the American... Well, not American. What? The English gotcha. If you want to skip those, you have to hit, like, start or whatever. It's annoying. And since I'm playing on PS4, it's touchpad. So... Okay, so yeah, we only got the Monkey Fables right now, which is getting kind of annoying. But sometimes you can get, like, music. You can get art and stuff. And there's a lot. So this might not be 100%. This might be all monkeys caught, if anything. I might just say that, like, all apes. If I decide to catch all of them and just fully do it. but we'll see. But yeah, basically just spend 10 coins, and then there you go. You can also like put in like a few coins, leave a level, come back, and they'll still be there. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice way to actually be able to spend like a currency on things, which is nice. I'm never going to the fucking training thing. Never. Not in this entire Let's Play. I will do any of the training stuff. Honestly, this cutscene's kind of weird because it just kind of feels like it comes out of nowhere.
What's all that commotion, I wonder?
Especially with a scientist guy.
Why does that monkey look familiar?
You cheeky monkey!
What on earth are you doing here?
It's Tuesday, ain't it?
Accidentally sent the monkey helmets with the pants. And then Spectre appeared and started messing around again, and what I mean is, it's all a big mess.
Yes, yes. So that's why that monkey was causing mischief. In that case,
So if you guys can't hear the game, like, I had the volume turned up to a certain point that it should be able to pick up.
just catch as many monkeys as you possibly can.
Will do.
But I must say, I'm a little worried about Pipocci's safety. Yeah, I've got it. Pipocci will come home to the laboratory with me. Okie dokie?
Oh, people! The professor's right, you know, Pipocci.
Come along now. There
Is his
you
name
are.
Pochi?
There's a good boy. All right then, I'm counting on you.
Oh. Nope. I guess we're stuck without him. Not like it really matters much. Alright, so now we have a new device, which is going to be the slingshot, but we're not going to use it just yet. Because as you can tell, in the top right there, you have only 4 gadget slots. So we have to pretty much make room for more gadget slots. Also, I get giant Sonic Adventure vibes from this area. I don't know which one came out first. I feel like maybe Sonic Adventure did, because Dreamcast. But I could be wrong. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, these guys steal your money. You can catch them, but they'll eventually, I think, disappear. I think also 10, I believe, is the highest amount of currency that you can get. So, yeah, try to aim for the top, I guess. Alright, so yeah, get slingshot shit. That's just pretty much the ammo. You have like your basic pellets. And then after that you have like missiles and stuff, and yeah, I just saw I missed a 10 there. Pretty sure one of them's like a homing missile, but maybe I'm getting it mixed up with Ape Escape 1, but they should be, I think one of them like a homing missile thing and like a triple shot. But again, that could just be probably Escape 1 I'm thinking of. Okay. Knock him down. Yeah, black pants are more so like gun monkeys. And I think the gray ones are probably the ones that are other weaponry. Like bomb monkeys, maybe. So a slingshot, you just hit back on the right analog stick and then use, I think, the left analog stick to kind of pretty much aim where it's going to be at. And yes, you can use a slingshot to shoot between like crevices like that. Like bars and shit. Pretty damn useful when you think about it. It's kind of weird for a platformer though, because sometimes you would think like, no, there's no way. You're gonna have to find like a different way in, because in most platformers you have to, you know, open up like a little smaller, like a bigger spot, or like a, you know, a specific hole to kind of shoot through. Not in this game. Nope, you can just shoot right through them just fine. So no big deal. We're gonna go here first because fuck the other ways. I don't feel like doing more stuff. Something I never do very often is do that. And I kind of wish this game had more environmental stuff like that too. Okay, you know, as sad as it might sound, I'm actually looking forward to playing Ape Escape 3 now. I did the same thing when I was playing Ape Escape 1. I'm like, I can't wait to play Ape Escape 2 because, you know, Ape Escape 2 is like usually considered my favorite of the 3, but I think I've played so much Ape Escape 2 that now I'm kind of just not feeling it. And now I'm like, damn it, I kind of wish I could play some Ape Escape 3. Because Ape Escape 3 is cool because you got transformations and shit. Like, you can actually get costumes and stuff. And I think that aspect is really neat. Also right here, once you come back with a boxing glove, which is powerful enough to break hard and heavy objects, then you can use that to gain access. Well, you can break the jukebox and then get the monkey inside. I am terrible in this game, man. I mean, I know it's been a bit, but it's Ape Escape. It shouldn't be that difficult to play. They're usually not super difficult. I mean, yeah, Ape Escape 1 is a bit more harder because it's more stiff. And in some cases, a bit more annoying. But for the most part, I mean, level layout and stuff, it's not that bad. The levels are much easier to kind of go through, I feel like. Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I feel like the levels in this game are way easier to go through than Ape Escape 1. Never mind. Like, even, like, the space sections, for God's sakes, are, like, just much more, probably better polished. Yeah, I know. I'm a hypocrite. I keep saying one thing, and then I say another thing the next. It's because I have Let's Play brain, where I've been doing... Whoa. I choked him while I spit there. I have, like, Let's Player brain, where I just talk and talk and talk and never shut up. And then, I pay the price for it. By basically, you know, losing my track of mind or something. You know, I'm not gonna do the whole platforming things up here. We're just gonna go catch these assholes just to escape. I was busy blowing. I was at the circus, and I was busy blowing bubbles. Oh, really? That's like kid shit. You still blow bubbles? What do you mean? I'm talking about the clown. Sorry. We should be able to get lives at some point. The monkeys are spread eagle. Oof. You know, it's funny. I talked about how weird I am, but yet I haven't really done anything weird. Ah, the fucking car. So this is typically considered people's like least favorite-ish of the gadgets. Well, I don't know. I don't know how far that would go. I don't know enough people to say, like, personally that would say that it's, like, that terrible. But, I mean, I've seen a lot of people just... You know what? I'll say this. I think it's more like half and half, probably. From what I've seen, more people seem to just not really care much for it, but... You know, don't listen to me. Personally speaking, it's alright. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it works. It works pretty well, actually. Surprisingly. It's just annoying to do. I feel like it's the same case with the slingshot. I'd rather just not. Also, using R3, oops, sends it back to you. Sends it back to your location. I guess the other part of me that doesn't like the RC car is the fact that you use it quite often. Like, there's just a bit too many sections where you kind of are somewhat forced to use it to get across. Especially if you're going for 100%. If you're going for just regular run-of-the-mill runs, maybe not. Also, the fun part about the car is you can actually use it to run into monkeys and then hit them, and they'll just try to run away from it. So it kind of helps out in that regard. I swear, every time I say the word regard, I think I'm saying, you know, something else. Which, I mean, yeah, to be fair, with YouTube nowadays, that's pretty much what the word is being used for. If you know, you know. Because YouTube sucks. And so just, well, Twitch in a way. Yeah, the internet just kind of got ruined. In like the past decade or so. It sure has. It'll never be the same. We'll never go back to the old ways. We'll never go back to the COD mines. I almost did once. I was playing, what the fuck's it called? Ah, fuck, I don't remember. It's basically a Battlefield clone. It's like a free game on Steam that's like a Battlefield clone. And I remember somebody typing in, like, N1GG, you know. You know. Oh, yeah, you can also use this press buttons with, so. They didn't type out the full word because they probably would have gotten banned. But we're getting pretty close, and I'm like, yep. We're back in the mines now, baby. This may just be a hot take of mine, but I feel like people get offended by stupid shit way too quick nowadays. I mean, well, you know what? That's the thing that everybody says, so I don't want to get, you know, too into that. I'm just talking about, like, the most basic of shit. You know? You'll probably like, you know, fart and poop your pants and somebody probably get mad. And then just call you out on Twitter for it. Twitter is like the cesspool of that shit. Thanks to Tumblr being fucking destroyed. Alright, I kinda wanna speed up. I don't want to get into like political shit on this channel though. I'm not trying to. I'm talking about just like the most basic of stupid shit. That's how. But maybe I'm actually showing my true colors. Maybe I really am just a piece of shit, you know? Who knows? That could be the case. This is what I truly am like. I mean, for the most part, I haven't really changed much since... Well, I mean, I've changed... Actually, to be honest, I've changed quite a bit since high school. What am I about to say? I don't think I've changed much since I was 18. Well, maybe a little bit here and there. But for the most part, you know, not a lot's too different. High school-wise, most likely. My humor's changed a bit here and there. But I don't know. I was gonna say, should we just continue on, like, with another level, or just not? But at this point, I think we're probably better off just going ahead and doing this. If anything, what I'm trying to say about my humor is, like, I feel like it's more so closer in line with, say, somebody like, you know, Pipkin Pippa and Tenma Miami. That kind of humor. Like, pushing the line humor, but you don't need to go full on. You don't need to go full on and insult everybody. I don't feel comfortable around this guy. Even though I'm an adult and I don't feel comfortable being around him. I don't know, I kind of get like, maybe I'm reading into it too much, but I get kind of like, I don't know, Mo Lester vibes, you know what I'm saying? Mo Lester. Also, make sure, I would recommend having probably the hula hoop equipped for this fight. Thing is, like, this character probably could have just been lost in translation for, like, what they were trying to get at. And maybe the, maybe Ubisoft kind of made it a little bit different than what it was supposed to probably be. I don't know. Maybe he is supposed to be, like, a weird creep. I'm just worried about somebody saying, like, oh, well, he's, you know, he's flamboyant, so, like, you hate gay people, whatever. No. I just don't feel comfortable around creepy people, that's all. There's a difference. See, that's the thing I don't want to get into, is, like, the political shit, but here I am just talking about it all the time. If you watch my Lethal Company stream, you'll probably get more of what my type of humor kind of tends to be honest. I just don't have anybody to bounce off right now, so I'm kind of stuck doing my own commentary. This is definitely the type of guy that's going to be like the ugly bastard in like a hentai doujin, for sure.
Come back! He got away! Yes!
This is completely 100% off topic, but noses or yeah, bandages on noses are like one of my favorite things. Not that, I'm not saying like it's my favorite on Hikaru. I don't think it makes him look any better or worse. I'm just saying like there's a character I like, a girl from a manga I like, that has a bandage on her nose. I think it makes it look kind of key, you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about Hikaru specifically because I don't really care. I'm not the biggest fan of Hikaru's design regardless. I kind of prefer like Spike. Although, I mean, to be fair, like, Hikaru's design's not that bad. It's kind of okay. It's kind of okay-ish looking. Alright, well, anyway, this was a weird start to an episode. The very first episode. A bit of a longer than usual episode, but hey, we made it through. So yeah, I'm going to be doing these in like 45-minute sessions, because why not? It makes things way easier to probably do. And then I'll go and record some Ghost of Sparta soon. Maybe I might just do Ghost of Sparta right after this, instead of just hopping into like the next section of monkey catching. Let's see where we're at. So yeah, you can see that I don't have 100% right now. The reason why I don't have 100% is because, like, I have 300 monkeys, which is the full amount of monkeys. The reason why I have 100% is because you need to collect all the other stuff. Like all the files. No, not those files. You know what files I'm talking about. You gotta collect all the files, you gotta collect all the enemy stuff, you gotta collect all the music, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. You get it. So yeah, we're now at 20%. We got 58 out of 300 monkeys caught. If we're going for 100%. I think you only need like 100 to get to the end. I don't know. I don't think it's... No, you don't really need 100. You just need to get... Yeah, there's no specific number to it. You just gotta go and beat all the main mission stuff, so... But hey, not bad. You know, 20%, and we are, I would say... Oh, we're going to the Ice World now. We already beat 2 of the freaky monkeys, so we got, I think, 6, 7 fights, maybe, something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this, and I hope you guys enjoyed, hopefully, because it was a really weird episode. But we'll get going at some point. Next up will be my Ghost of Sparta Let's Play, so for people that want to watch that instead, go check that out when it gets uploaded. And yeah, for Ape Skip 2, I'll see you guys next time. And maybe I might record the next session right now. Kind of having a bit of fun. I'll give it some thought. Alright, whatever happens, happens. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and take care, everybody.